All right, we are back, people. Brand new episode of Married at First Sight. We got one of the couples. Both of their moms don't speak English. Thought that was interesting.
But they both speak Spanish.
Right.
That was lovely.
Another person that got married in this episode says facts to their parents, and it wasn't Zach, believe it or not. And also, guess how many weddings we got this episode? Guess.
Just two.
Just two.
Just two.
But we're going to talk about all that and more on a brand new episode of The Jasmyne Show. What's going on? My name is Vince.
I'm Jasmine.
And yes, episode 2 of season 13?
Yes, lucky 13.
Lucky number. Oh, we love 13 over here. We love 13.
Yes.
What is the name of this episode?
Houston, we have a marriage.
We have a marriage. I was hoping that we would have a marriage. Just one. Maybe more, but let's get into it. Where would you like?
Hold on, I'm gonna give the intro.
Oh yes, my bad.
Wedding day continues as 4 more couples prepare to walk down the aisle to marry a complete stranger. Nerves set in as the clock counts down, and one bride's finicky ways could set her up for failure. I did better than Vince.
That's my baby right
I did
there.
Better than you.
That's my baby. Don't do that. I see you with your Pastor Cal voice, though. I see you. I like it. It's not bad. All right? We can work on it. If you want to keep doing that part of the show, then we'll talk about it.
I said good job.
But before we get into it, I want to thank all of our subscribers. I forgot to write down the subscribers' names. I had, is it A. Alani? Thank you, A. Alani, for signing up. I had Mercedes Frazier. Some dope comments. Thank you so much for taking the time. Please make sure you're hitting that subscribe button so we can keep bringing you this dope content. And please comment, if you're enjoying something from the show.
Let us know.
But do you want to start with the boring couples first, or the couples that we saw the least amount of?
The ones that didn't get married yet?
Because I didn't see Rachel or Jose the entire time. I saw him for like a quick second.
I saw them.
For a quick second.
We saw Rachel wedding dress shopping, and
right.
Of course her whole storyline is just that she's lost weight, which shout out to you, that before and after picture was cute.
I didn't even get to see it. I don't know. They barely showed her.
Vince be tuning out, y'all.
They barely
That's
showed
what
her.
Happening. He be tuned out.
Shout out to Rachel.
He be like, yeah, that didn't happen. I'm like, it definitely did.
The only thing I remember from Rachel and Jose, I took no notes on them. The only thing I remember so far is that the dude at the tuxedo shop's mask was too small. That was about it.
His face was ready to bust through that mask.
Oh, I think if you would go with the blue.
I'm like, is your face too big?
Who knows?
That's horrible. We're petty. Sorry.
But yeah, just a little bit.
Anyway, so I'm not getting anything from them yet.
Nothing
I feel like
about
we
Rachel
need to
and
talk
Jose.
about them next episode.
We'll see. We'll get more
meet.
from them. So
Yeah.
looking forward to that. I know y'all didn't want to talk about them anyways. All right. All right. Let's talk about Brett and Ryan just to get them out the way. Shout out to, we didn't get to see their full wedding and stuff either.
I think Brett is gonna be too cool for Ryan. Ryan has given me no personality the whole
too
time.
Cool. I don't know what his voice sounds like. He just looks...
He doesn't say very much, except for he's ready to be married. But I'm just not getting personality from him, and I feel like she has a lot of personality. And also, I don't even know. I just don't see it. I like her. I don't think that he's gonna physically be attracted to her. I think she's super cute.
I just really
stop it right now.
I really love red hair. I'm sorry. She's super cute.
So you love Brett.
She's nice. She's nice. I don't love her like I love you, obviously.
You better not.
Never. But I really do like red hair. I have a thing. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, red hair is dope. She seems like she might be too cool for him. And believe it or not, yes, I wasn't referring to Zach. It's Brett that every time her mom, yeah, I really think it would be good if the families would get along. Facts.
I was like, who talked to their parents like that?
Yes, you know, grandma would be proud. Facts. I'm from the Bronx, New York. And that was hilarious to me. All right. I did not think, not to say that people can say facts however they want, but I say facts a lot.
Yeah.
And that was facts. That was funny. That was funny to me. I don't know if she does that authentically, if that's just her. She's talking to her mom.
She's cool. But she said it to her friends too, though. Yeah. So that's just how she talks.
Yo, Brett, you a cool one right there. I knew by the hair. I should have known. Her dress was nice also. That's all I got for her. But we haven't seen the wedding yet. So
yeah,
right. Who we talking about now?
Let's go
the favorites.
To my favorites.
Bao and Johnny. Bao and...
That's my favorite.
Who's your favorite?
Black Girl Magic.
Okay.
But we can do Bao and Johnny. We saw their
You want to save
reception.
the best for last?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about Bao and Johnny.
We saw Bao and Johnny's reception.
I still like Bao and Johnny a lot.
They had the most awkward first dance ever, in my opinion. I felt like they was feeling each other, but it was like a church hug with their heads cuddling.
I gotta move the picture one more time because the heads was actually
like.
They was trying to make sure
But they had space in between their bodies. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to be respectful. I was like, they're going to rip each other's clothes off when they get to the room.
I don't know. It depends.
I can see it.
They've known each other for 15 years, apparently.
No, they don't know. No, they've known of each other.
Yeah.
That's a difference.
But they've interacted. Tea ceremony, even though I don't know.
You missed the tea
ceremony. How it must have been so quick.
First of all, Bao had that couture dress. It was everything. I was hyped because I'm not familiar with tea ceremonies,
right?
And I'm excited that they're like showing like more representation of different cultures.
Absolutely.
In depth.
I can't wait to see an Indian wedding.
I was like, come on, Married at First Sight. Y'all on point.
I can't wait to see an Indian wedding here. But yeah, I'm glad that they kept that part too. I'm really, again, I said this last week, I'm glad that they both wanted to do that really badly. Shout out to the Vietnamese culture and how they be representing and whatnot. Also, she admitted that she was attracted to him. Love that. You know, I love when the couples.
I didn't like that. She was like, yeah, and of course he's attracted to me. Why wouldn't he be? I'm like, all right, you don't admit much, sis.
Oh, he looks like he works out and whatnot. He also said that during their little reception, which again, he was trying to be respectful. So I get that, especially in front of like the older Asian parents.
We just had a tea ceremony.
We just poured tea for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We trying to keep the.
We're not gonna bump and grind on the floor.
We're not, you know what I'm saying? Not doing none of that. But yeah, he also, during their first dance, he said that he wanted to kiss her, but he like held back.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm really liking the way this is going right now. I'm really feeling this. Anything else about Bao and Johnny?
You're not going to keep calling her that though.
Bao.
No, I can't do it.
That's her name.
I refuse.
It's her name.
I refuse.
People are pronouncing Bao's name incorrectly, and it's Bao.
How are they pronouncing it?
Boa, Bo, Bell, Bayo. It's Bao. Bao.
Okay.
All right, now continue.
All right, moving on to I'm concerned about this couple personally.
Who are we talking about?
Gil and Mural.
Mirla and Igil. Mirla, Igil.
Who? Oh, Gil. Okay, I thought you were calling him Gil.
No,
like that's his name.
As in en español.
Okay, Gil y Mirla sounds better.
Mirla. But the woman's name goes first because it's the wedding. That's just how.
Is that true?
Not always, but usually that's how people like to be. Usually, so because I work in weddings again, I announce the couple as Mr. and Mrs. Vincent and Jasmyne Bracey. Yay! But for the most.
So why you gotta put the man first?
Because it's Mr. and Mrs. That's just how it goes. But if I was to address them as a couple, I would say Jasmyne and Vince's wedding.
That's so weird. Okay, moving
Tradition.
on.
It's the woman's day. That's how we always say that.
Thank you.
It's the bride's day.
Thank you.
Right? Even though I'm hosting it.
So Mirla was annoying.
Right. Was she?
When she went dress shopping.
Right.
I don't like this. I don't like this. She didn't give anything that she actually liked. She was just telling us what she don't like. And then she ended up, she's like, oh, I don't like sparkles. And the dress she picked, I feel like had sparkles.
It didn't have too many
It was
sparkles.
really pretty.
I really liked it.
It was really pretty, yeah.
I really liked it. She said she wanted some sleeves.
It gave sexy.
Ew.
Also, it was like that sheer material, but the sheer was actually the skin color. Because I hate that sheer when it's not the skin color.
You going to have some sheer on your dress?
Don't worry about what I'm going to have. You'll see me at the aisle. Down the aisle.
Ooh.
Just be smiling and crying. Thank you.
Yes, I got to introduce myself to your mom and stuff.
No, you don't.
But that was cute.
So yeah, I thought it was weird that everything that they edited this episode was like Gil saying one thing and Mirla saying the opposite. Gil saying one thing and Mirla saying the opposite about everything.
They're poking fun at the viewers. Now they're producing this stuff and they're like, yo, you know for a fact that is this gonna work out? Who knows? Like,
just horrible. It was horrible.
That's part of it. She got a bald head. She didn't want a bald head. What did she say when she saw him? Oh, OMG, he's bald.
He's bald.
But what can you do?
But she also said tall, dark, and handsome. If she didn't want bald, she should have said she don't.
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad that
she probably didn't say it because Pastor Cow bald and she didn't want to offend him.
Maybe.
Think about it.
He's like. You know what I'm saying? Don't say nothing about the Boba. So their wedding was cute. I think she thought he was black the entire wedding. Which there's nothing wrong with that. She found him attractive. She kept making, haha, well, I got my husband.
That's what I was telling you. I was telling you, if I looked at him or if I met him in person, I wouldn't know that he was not black.
Yeah.
Like
she got some black looking friends also. Afro Latina or Latinx.
Latinx.
If you
Afro Latinx. I would not have known that until I had a conversation with him.
Yeah. I was waiting for him to like say some words.
Because even when he went and spoke to the mom,
a little spice on it, you know what I'm saying?
When he went and introduced himself to her mom, he was like, "Yeah, I speak Spanish or whatever,"
so
and I was hype about that because he definitely got some brownie points for that.
Absolutely, Jazz was mad. She's like, "You're not gonna talk to the mom."
It was the editing.
You're not gonna talk. I'm like, babe, they're probably standing there for like at least an hour. Who knows? He might have, or the producers told him to walk straight.
They threw that in later.
You know what I'm saying?
They need to get the editing.
He was like, yeah,
together.
you know, I talked to your mom. Oh, hola, man.
That's not how he did it.
He was like, Espanol. He's like, oh, sí. She was hype on the
Vince is crazy. He does this all the time. He turns people into characters and makes a whole story for them.
She was his.
Oh, see. What?
She was excited. She was excited.
It was your face.
She was excited. She was like, oh, I didn't think. Oh, negro, you speak it. You know what I'm saying? It was dope. It was a dope moment. I don't know if that was her brother or somebody sitting next to
her brother. Her brother was.
Oh snap! Oh, negro. Man.
Yes, her brother walked her down the aisle because her father passed away. I was like,
yeah.
I can't take more dead parents in this episode.
Some very sad stories about the parents right there. Let's see. At some point, they're standing at the aisle. You know, they're sharing their vows and stuff. I think he had said something, or she said something about shopping, and he said something about buying you some shoes or something. She's like, oh yes, I'm glad you mentioned that in there. She's in her vows. She said something along the lines of, "I promise to stand by you in my red bottoms." And they cut to one of his mans in the crowd. He's like, "Nah, dog.
Like, no.
This ain't the one." I'm like, why are you so stressed? Like, obviously
his friend clearly know that he ain't got no money for red bottoms.
Obviously later on we find out that he's not really going to be super excited about the frivolous spending and the designer stuff.
He was talking about making an expensive trip cheaper,
right.
Which I like that because that shows compromise. Because normally it sounds like he wouldn't go on a super expensive trip or to like a super fancy place.
Right.
But if that's what his wife is interested in doing, I can't get my words together. Interested in doing, then he's like, all right, so how can we do this on a budget? That's Vince. Vince don't want to go nowhere.
On a budget, baby. I just need a budget. That's all I need.
We skipped over the fact about how Merla should have been on Bridezilla's. Because she was working on my nerves.
Yeah, she got some stuff.
You getting your makeup done. Mascara and everything, right? You getting your makeup done on your wedding day.
Okay.
And I don't want foundation. No, I don't want my eyebrows to look like that.
How you not want
foundation?
I'm like,
her skin is very good, but I feel like the foundation kind of creates a base. Sorry, y'all, my phone going off.
Popping.
Creates a base, a nice blank slate for you two.
A foundation?
A foundation.
My mom was a cosmetologist, y'all. Shout out to her. All right, anywho. She was a little bit naggy, but brides usually are. It's you know what I'm saying, and it's the last minute. Anywho, let's skip over that. Yeah, that's all I had about.
She also didn't like the fact that he had a pit bull. She don't like dogs.
Oh, she's not a fan of dogs, and I totally get that.
That's a minor issue.
I totally get that. She was like, as long as they don't shed. He was like, I'm a neat freak though. She hit it straight in the heart. Like, yeah, everybody says they're a neat freak, but everybody has different. So I believe that he'll clean up after the dog. But I think that
I don't know. I don't remember what his house.
People
like.
with dogs and pets and stuff on this show have always been a problem. So I know somebody that don't necessarily care about a dog is probably gonna cause some issues at some point. But anything else about Gil? The officiant was struggling trying to get her name right every single time. I was like, go ahead, girl, go ahead.
You annoying.
He kissed her on the cheek. That was the That was
it was
thing.
awkward because he paused. He should have just said, "Can I kiss you?"
You know,
and she would have been like on the cheek, and it would not have been that
I'm
awkward.
big on the kiss, yo. I'm big on the kiss, but it was like the energy was already kind of weird. I hope they kissed at some point after that, but yeah, it didn't work out on that. Did anybody else? All right, so let's get into Jazz's favorite couple. She's here for the black love.
For the black love, always.
The black love at all times, my friends, at all times. Can we talk about this amazing wedding from Michaela and Zach? She wakes up. I guess she was at her some hair, some weave or something.
Yeah, she had something going on.
She was like, yo, with the crust still in her eyes. She's like, I'm waking up single, but I'm going to bed married. Her girls was like, I was like, go ahead, girl, go ahead. That's the kind of energy I like. My guy Zach wakes up. His brothers is like, yeah, it's wedding day. I'm like, this is the kind of energy I need. I need this.
You need this.
I like the excitement.
So all Vince's friends be prepared to
jump on him.
I
like the excitement in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Just wait after. I don't know what time I gotta wake up for the wedding day.
I don't know either. But yeah, we having an evening wedding.
Yeah, don't hurt me though. They look like they might have broken.
Yeah, they was all over him.
Those are his brothers though. Niles, be easy, all right? But yes, yeah. So that was hype. I don't even know if he was dressed yet. But at some point he was like crying his eyes out.
Yeah, that's when he got to the venue. When he got to the wedding venue and was like, damn, bro. Like, I've been waiting for this my whole life.
Go ahead, bro.
I was like, I love all the emotions. And then, of course, her, Michaela's sisters gave her, like, a little, I don't know what it's called. Mm-hmm. But basically, she said, on your wedding day, you need something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue, is what she said. And then she gave the dad's little Trekkie thing.
Oh, the Star.
I don't know what it's called.
It's a Star Trek something.
It looked like the ship. It was blue.
It was probably the ship. It was probably the Millennium Falcon or something.
Yeah. So of course I was like, it was just all crying in the beginning. I was so excited to see their faces when they saw each other. He was smiling. I thought his teeth was about to jump out his mouth.
Super hype.
I thought his teeth was about to jump out his mouth. He was smiling so damn hard.
Super hype. They were super hyped to see each other, and I can't stress how much I love that type of energy, y'all. They just look so good. They were doing their thing. She was feeling him. You said she looked him up and down at one point.
She was like, what's the song I was saying? I forgot the song.
Oh, what was the song? Something that you was doing this to.
What was the song?
You said she was hyped. Oh.
I forgot the song.
Oh, don't be sad.
It was a song.
It was a song.
What was the song that popped in my head? I started singing it.
It wasn't My Boo.
No, it was like that one though.
It's one of those songs, y'all. See, she had this whole moment she was building up to. We should have done Michaela.
What's the song, babe?
I don't know, but it was something that you could do this to. You said she was feeling it. She was feeling it. Sorry, y'all. That y'all.
It was a '90s song.
I'm not editing none of this.
What's the song? Talk. I'm gonna.
Anywho, she was looking him up and down. She was feeling the vibe. You know what I'm saying? She looking up her man and whatnot. They get into their vows. I think even when they met, I don't know what kind of awkward situation happened when they were introducing themselves, but he was like, "Yo, my name is Zach," and she was like, "Are you Zach?" And I'm like, was her father's name Zach or something? I don't know what the emphasis on Zach was. Help us out in the comments if you know something, because I might have missed that. But she was like, is it Zachary or is it Zachariah? It's Zachary. I'm like, damn, why are you so hype about my full name? Then she's like, you trying to have a Zachary Jr.? I was like, go ahead, girl.
You know your man fine when you trying to give him a kid on the first day.
Go ahead. See, last time somebody was talking about a baby at the altar, didn't necessarily turn out so well.
Who we talking about?
I don't know. I don't know who I could possibly be describing. Anybody that might have showed up. I'm sorry. Shouldn't even have put him on this. I shouldn't even have put him in this season. I'm sorry, y'all. But I did really think that it was that it worked out. It worked out pretty well. That they seemed very happy. Obviously, this is just the wedding day, so there's so much stuff to talk about. But I really thought that was cool. You really out here still looking for this song?
I gotta find the song.
She gonna find the song. We're gonna find it by the end of the episode. Only other note that I had about Michaela and Zach was, I guess apparently at some point she had mentioned to the experts or to her friends or something that she wanted a Renaissance man, and he considers himself a Renaissance man. I think the officiant said that, he considers himself a Renaissance man. And she was like, ooh. So when it comes time after the wedding, and they kissed. Kiss was nice and sweet. It was just a quick little peckety peck, right? She was excited the entire time. They smiling and cheesing. She's like, so tell me about this Renaissance man that you claim to be. He was like, yeah, my father, when we were young, he taught us how to crochet and make lotion. Didn't see that coming. But she was like, interesting, but also tell me more. I think she was really hoping for like, yeah, and then, he gave us these skills and we went on to build $1 billion business. You know what I'm saying? To extend the Renaissance man.
Renaissance, like, what's your definition of a Renaissance man, first and
foremost? At times used to consider myself a Renaissance man just because I was a host. I was acting, doing a little acting here and there. I was doing music, all types of different art, videography. I was doing a lot of different things. Childish Gambino would be a Renaissance man. Somebody like Kanye West, James Franco. Who else is a Renaissance man? Like
James Franco.
You don't know much about James Franco aside from his comedic movies, but he's like a professor at some college. He does photography. There's a lot of those types of guys out there, and he's like, yeah, I crochet and make lotion. I don't even really crochet like that anymore. So I wonder. I wonder if he.
Do you know what Renaissance man?
I wonder means? I wonder if he still makes lotion. And also, what did he say his main job was?
Did he say technical something?
Yeah, something like that. He's an IT guy. Where you at, Zach? I don't have his.
To me, Renaissance man means you're cultured and you're well versed in different things. You can be educated. Right. You can be into art, into music, into books, literature. Like, that's what a Renaissance man is to me, because the Renaissance was about art. So, think Langston Hughes.
There you go. That's a great person.
Right. So, I don't know what the hell he thought that meant, but
crochet
he
lotion.
missed it, and I ain't found the song, y'all.
Crochet and lotion.
But anyway, I got a new song.
But it was lit. She was singing it before.
I got a new song. She was singing Flicks now. Time to have sex. Hey. She was throwing it at him.
Zachary Jr. with it. All right, cool. All right. Anywho, anything else about your new favorite? Look at these smiles, man. Anything else about your new favorite couple? Sorry, Woody and Imani. We still love y'all.
They're not beating Woody and Imani right now. Not yet.
Nobody's
blasphemy.
Nobody's beating Woody and Imani. Can I get, since we throwing up old seasons, I gotta cleanse the you know what I'm saying? I gotta cleanse one time you know what I'm saying? Anywho, anything else about Michaela and Zach? Really looking forward to seeing how the relationship progresses. I'm rooting for all the black people.
Yes. She did say I like his shy nature, and now I'm seeing him as shy. He seems shy next to her, I would say.
No, she's lit.
But he's open.
She's lit. She's lit. Absolutely.
So I'm looking forward to see how it works.
All right. Anything else about any of the couples? You want to get into these ratings? Let's talk about these ratings, even though we don't really have much to talk about.
All right, Johnny and Bow.
Right, let's talk about Johnny and Bow. All right, so last week, obviously, we're just starting out. We did yes, no, maybe or something like that.
They had a 9 right now.
Yeah, we give them a 9.
They had a 9.
We're giving them a 9, people. I'll take a 9 for that. Let us know how you feel about Johnny and Bow and the perspective of them making it on a level of 1 to 10. I think we're good.
I don't give out 10s until decision day.
Of course. But if you feel like you want to give a 10, feel free.
All right.
Drop those ratings in the comments. All right. After Johnny and Bow, I have Mila and Gil. We gave them a maybe in week 1. How are you feeling about it? I think they're looking good still so far.
I'm giving them a 6.5.
Damn, that's low.
We was rating too high before.
We were.
Because there's some red flags already.
I think it's low to start, but the main thing, I would have said like a 7. But the main thing is the red flags. The red flags are already there. They exist. We don't know exactly what's going to happen with them, but we'll see. Let's talk about our friends Brett and Ryan, who we haven't seen much from already. They don't look like they...
Well, I do like that he gave them the mother-in-law flowers. I feel like he's gonna do and say the right things, but I don't know if they're gonna match. Yeah,
I can see that. Totally.
I'm gonna give them I would give them a 7.
So, wow, that's.
I feel like
okay.
It's better than Mirla and Gil.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, but
we
ain't even seen them. Nothing about them yet.
All right, next.
You talk about let's talk about Rachel and Jose real quick. What are we giving them? We gave them a maybe. Them and Mirla and Gil are the only ones to get maybes.
I don't know about her.
Brett and Ryan, you gave them a no, actually. But we got 2 maybes, 2 yeses, and a no. Rachel and Jose so far, we haven't seen them interact yet. They haven't met. We probably got another wedding. Again, this is week 2. I have from last season, week 4 was the first 2 days of marriage, and week 5 was the honeymoon. So we got a while to go, people. We got a little while to go, just a little bit.
They love to draw this.
They draw.
This shit gonna end on Christmas.
They draw.
It's gonna end on Christmas.
Give me something for Rachel Jose.
I'm giving them like a 6.
Give them a 6. I'm not mad at it.
I'm not really confident about that.
As of right now.
They might actually like each other.
As of right now.
But I couldn't tell you, like, based off what he says and, like, looking at him, I couldn't tell you what he's attracted to. And I feel like I'm
not going to say it.
I feel like she's a girl that flexes to whoever she's with. So I feel like she would be attracted to most people.
I can see that. I agree with that. Last but certainly not least, of course,
they get a 9.
Okay. Not even a 9. I'm 9.5.
No, I think they're right with
Great
Bao.
energy.
Yeah.
No, they're not. The energy is not the same. It's not the same. It's different.
But the energy
from
for
wedding
Johnny
day?
and Bao is dialed down because because of their culture and they're being respectful of their elders.
They get a 9. Their score will balance out. I think at the end, maybe we might even do an average score.
Yes, we will.
Ooh, we're definitely going to do that. So, folks, that is all we have. Please drop those ratings down there. Let us know how you feel about these couples, because we just getting started. We got a long road ahead of us, y'all. I hope y'all strapped in and ready for the ride. Of course, thank you to our new subscribers. If you're watching the video and you're not subscribed,
what are you doing?
Hit the John. Of course, make sure you hit us up on Instagram and tweet live with Jazz during the show. I'm going to be reposting all of those on Instagram at The Jasmine Show on everything, of course. Then blah, blah, blah. And, of course, always make sure that you
like, comment, and subscribe.
Thank you, baby. I was like, what's that?
I wanted to see how long your hand was going to keep going.
I can do this all day. Anywho, thank you so much for watching, y'all. Yes, that was a nice quick. We recorded right after the show. Nice quick episode of
Married at First Sight
by The Jasmine Show. I was like, yo, it's late, y'all. We always get a little delirious when it's late.
Ooh.
All right? But people, thank you so much for watching. Please continue to watch. Please let us know any content that you want to see. Stay tuned. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.